weeks review number 3. Okay, we have to go back and we have to remember when adding and subtracting fractions, you have to have a common denominator. Write these 3 fractions down, and then I want you to add them, and then we'll do it together. So the easiest thing to do is going to be to add your whole numbers first. 5, 3, and 2. 5 and 3 is 8, and 2 is 10. So adding your whole numbers first is perfectly fine. Now we have a fourth, we have 5/8, and we have 1/2. We need to find a common denominator for all of those. So in this particular case, we know that 4, 8, and 2 can all scale up to 8. So this one's going to stay the same. 4 is now going to scale up to 8. So we can multiply it by 2 over 2. So that becomes 2/8. Now we can multiply this by 4 over 4. So that becomes 4/8. So now we have 2, 5, and 4, and let's add those. That's 9, 10, 11 eighths. 11/8. You do not add your denominators. 2/8, 5/8, and 4/8 is 11/8. That's an improper fraction. When you have an improper fraction, you divide 8 into 11 once. 1 times 8 is 8. Subtract 11. Take away 8 is 3. So this is 1 and 3/8. So if we had 1 and 3/8 from our fraction plus 10, we have altogether 11 and 3/8. So the key here is find that common denominator. What if I had 9 and 3/8 minus 5 and 5/6? Okay, here what you're going to want to do is 9 and 3/8 minus 5 and 5/6. Here what you're going to want to do is find that common denominator. And in this case, the common denominator between 8 and 6 is 24. We can multiply by 3 over 3. So that's 9/24. And we can multiply this by 4 over 4. So that's 20/24. So now let's rewrite it. 9 and 9/24 minus 5 and 20/24. Now here's the problem. We cannot take 20 from 9, so we got to come over here and we have to regroup. So let's take a whole from 8. So that means that now I have another 24/24 because that's one whole. If I combine those, what I'm going to have is 9 and 24 together, and that makes 33/24. So I'm going to rewrite it. I'm going to write 8 and 33/24 minus 5 and 20/24. 33 minus 20 is 13/24. 8 minus 5 is 3. So again, common denominator. Regroup when you have to subtract. For decimal division, you need a whole number as your divisor. Has to be a whole number. So I want you to write down this problem. 2/10. No, hold on. Let's do 31/100 divided by 2/10. I can write it like this. 31/100 divided by 2/10. So what am I dividing? 31/100 by 2/10. So now I've got to multiply by 10 to get a whole number. I have to multiply by 10 here. So now what I have is 2 into 3 and 1/10. Now 2 goes into 3 once. 1 times 2 brings bring down my 1. 5 times 2, add a 0, bring it down, 2 into 10, 5 times. So 31 hundredths divided by 2 is 1 and 55 hundredths. Make sure that you remember these rules and ask me questions tomorrow before your independent assignment.